Hello, guys, and welcome to. Sorry about that. Welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Hope you guys having a good day as we're here for match watch along as Brighton take their first trip into Europe to face Marseille in Marseille. So hopefully it'll be a cracking game, guys, and let's hope Brighton can get some points out of this. We'll also be keeping an eye on the other games as well. So just bear with me a second, guys, as I'm just going to share the team news on the screen with you guys so we can see how Brighton are lining up. So, what's this? Oh, there's always a headache, isn't there? It's fucked up on me. Stupid thing. Come on. Sorry about this, guys. Bear with me a second. Just decided to have a wobbler. We are underway as Brighton kick off and play the ball all the way back to the goalkeeper. Here we go. Sorry about that, guys. Should be right now. There we go. So as you guys can see, Marseille lining up with 4-3-3 formation and Brighton with a more defensive formation, 4 at the back, 5 in midfield and 1 up front. So I think that's quite a wise formation for Brighton playing their first away game in Europe. Obviously, they've got to gain some experience. So yeah. As I say, guys, we are underway. Currently, Marseille with the possession. I say play it out wide to that far side. And now knocked it all the way back to the goalkeeper. My sound doesn't sound right here today, guys. I don't know what's going on here. You have to let me know if you guys can hear me okay. My sound isn't sounding right to me, but hopefully you guys can hear me okay. The ball's just been knocked out of play on this near side. As Brighton won it back. Now Brighton with the throw-in. Playing it back to their defensive line. As just knock it about inside their own half at the moment. Marseille pressing the ball from the front as Brighton now play it out to that far side. Now played forward, but it's a poor ball forward and goes straight out of play for Marseille to get a throw-in. Let's quickly go to the chat. How's it going? Wigan Athletic Fan Channel. How's it going, Milzard? Welcome to the show, mate. Milzard saying, hi, Gaz and all. How you doing, mate? I hope you're doing well this afternoon. I'm feeling like I've got an echo. I don't know if that's better. You have to let me know if you guys can hear me okay. I'm getting a really bad echo here for some reason. Is that better? I don't know if you guys can hear me okay or not. The sound's not right here for some reason, but I haven't got time to figure it out now. But thank you for that, Milzard. Mr. Barnsley saying good game on Tuesday night, Barnsley and Cambridge Wigan. Well, yeah, you guys got a good win, but we're not here to talk about Barnsley. We're here to talk about European football. It is a total European night tonight, guys. No UK football at all, apart from UK clubs playing in Europe. But thank you for that, Ryan. Welcome to the show, mate. And Stevie saying, hi, Gaz and chat. How's it going, Stevie? Thank you for making yourself available, mate. And appreciate you helping out last night. I know you was working, so it was really difficult for you, but really appreciate you helping out on that stream last night. So thank you for that, Stevie. Wigan Athletic, Millsard saying, "Hey, Stevie, nice one, Millsard, top stuff, mate. Nice one, loving." Right, there's definitely something not right with the sound here. What is going on? What's happened here to the sound? Well, I'm gonna have to. I don't know what's going on with the sound. Can you hear me okay? It's really. I'm not happy with that, but not. I can't figure it out right now. Frustrating. Marcel now on the attack on that far side as they come towards the edge of the box, but a bit of miscommunication between the Marcel players. Sees the ball go out of play and behind for a goal kick to Brighton. I don't know. Stevie, can you tell me if the sound's okay, please? Because this is really, I'm getting a really bad echo here, and I don't understand why. It was perfectly fine last night. So thank you for that, Millsard. Sorry, I don't know if you heard the clap. I did use it, but it's not working right for some reason. Oh, I'm getting really tired of these technical headaches. And Mr. Barnes is saying, "Hey up, Stevie, nice one, Ryan." I'll press that again. Don't see, I can't even hear it. It's working. Can you guys hear me? Okay, that's better. Getting the wrong goal. That's why. Sorry about that, guys. That sounds better now. Couldn't hear it. I couldn't hear it. All I was getting was a bad echo on my in my earphone, but seem to have corrected it now. So hopefully that'll be fine for the rest of the show. Sorry about that, guys. So we've got a free kick here for Marcel, just outside the box, probably about 20 yards from goal. Brighton just making their wall. So thank you for that, Ryan. Stevie saying, "How do, guys?" Nice one, Stevie. So Marcel to take this free kick. Ball comes in and it's high and over the bar. I'm not sure if the goalkeeper got fingertips to that then. I think it did take a deflection as well off a Brighton player on the way through. So that's probably going to be ruled as a corner. Yeah, corner for Marcel on the far side. So we're just coming up towards 7 minutes gone, guys. Still 0-0. Corner comes in towards the near post, knocked away. And it's now Brighton trying to break, but Marcel quickly challenged for it, winning it back, knock it out to that far side. Ball crossed in. It's deep and it's gone out of play anyway. So that'll be a goal kick and relieve the pressure momentarily for Brighton. And Millsard saying, "Your mic fine for me." Yeah, it probably was fine for you guys, but I was getting a bad echo in my earphones. But thank you, Millsard. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you letting me know, as it was getting a bit irritating, but I seem to have solved the problem now. So nice one, mate. Thank you. So now Marcel winning the ball back on the halfway line as the referee's blown for a foul here. So Brighton going to get a free kick. So Brighton with a free kick just inside their own half, close to the centre circle. As now they take it short, play it out wide to this near side. Stevie's saying, "Hope Brighton get a good win." Yeah, they need to. They need to hopefully get a good performance tonight. As obviously their first game was a bit disappointing, but it might suit Brighton better to play away from home and get their first points. To be fair, as normally when there's less expectation on them, that's when they seem to be playing their better football. Marcel at the moment enjoying this possession as they knock it out wide to that far side. Now played forward as they come towards the Brighton box. Ball crossed in and it's deep. Goes past everybody and out to this near side. Claims for a foul, but the referee waving it away as the ball has bounced out of play on this near side for a throw into Brighton deep inside their own half. So yeah, I agree, Stevie. Hopefully they can get something out of this game, mate. Thank you for that. Mr. Barnes is saying, "Come on, Brighton, 3-1." Thank you for that, Ryan. Yeah, hopefully they can get something, as I say, guys. But they're going to have to grind it out as at the moment they are coming under quite a bit of pressure from Marcel as not letting Marcel have it all their own way though. As Brighton now take the throw in, move the ball up the field. Coming into the Marcel half as Marcel now with a strong challenge and knocked it out of play for another throw-in. Yeah, just seeing a replay of that claim for the foul in the box. That looked very much like a dive to me. As now Brighton with the throw-in. Ball comes in. Marcel quickly challenge for it and win it back. Now Marcel playing it forward at speed as they come racing towards the Brighton box. But some last-ditch defending there. Sees Brighton knock it out of play. And that will be a corner to Marcel on this near side. So thank you for that, Ryan. Hopefully, mate. Wigan Athletic fan channel, Millsard saying 0-0 my prediction. All right, Millsard not expecting any goals. I think the way the game's going at the minute, mate, I'll be surprised if it finishes 0-0. We're getting plenty of goal mouth action at the moment. But thank you for that, Millsard. Ball comes in towards the near post as Marcel knock it away. Now another cross comes in. It's knocked away. As Brighton do manage to clear it outside their box. Marcel picking it up again. As now Brighton win it. Brighton with space to run into as they race forward now. Out to that far side. Ball played towards the edge of the Marcel box. Marcel not giving it up as they win it back there. But Brighton really doing well there as the Brighton forward managing to pressure. Oh, Brighton have won it now in a dangerous place inside the box. Some bad defending from Marcel as Brighton almost getting a shot off, but forced away. But they still managed to keep it as they play it out wide to this near side. Now trying to get a cross in, but it's blocked off by Marcel, and the ball bounces out for a throw-in on this near side. But big mistake there by Marcel in their own box. Almost gifted Brighton an opportunity. Throw-in taken quickly as Brighton work the ball up towards the halfway line. So thanks to that, Millsard. Millsard also saying, now Mike has gone crazy now. Now normal again. Okay, thank you, mate. Top stuff. Thank you. Yeah, I was fiddling around with it, guys, so apologies. I had to fiddle around with it to figure out why it wasn't working right. But I've figured it, I think, now. But Millsard just confirming it now. It's normal again. So thank you, mate. Top stuff. So Brighton now with the possession on the halfway line. Stevie saying it's fine, guys. Sound effects coming through. Okay, thank you, guys. Nice one, Millsard and Stevie. So Brighton now playing the ball out wide to that far side as Marcel come across the challenge for it, forcing Brighton to play it back to their defensive line. Now Brighton just knocking it about just inside their own half, close to the halfway line as Marcel pressing for the ball. Now Brighton working it out to that far side as they try to work through the press. But eventually forced to play it back to their defensive line as they just enjoy a spell of possession here. Ben saying, hi, lads and ladies. Nice one, Ben. How you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Ben. Good to have you with us. Hope you're having a good day. So now West Ham have gone 1-0 up against Freiburg, guys, just to let you know. Now Brighton racing forward down the middle as Marcel get the challenge in, winning back the ball. Brighton not giving it up as Brighton come in with a strong challenge in the centre circle, and now the referee is going to award a foul to Marcel just inside their own half, but inside the centre circle. So nice one, Ben. Welcome to the show, mate. happy. I'm not sure if that's Russian writing or Ukrainian. I'm not sure, but I can't read your account name. It says Kayoma. How's it going, Kayoma? I'll just read it as that, mate, because I can't read the rest of it. But Kayoma saying, come on, Brighton. Well, thank you for that, Kayoma. Welcome to Football Fan then, mate. Welcome to the show. Let us know if you are actually a Brighton fan. But yeah, come on, Brighton from Kayoma. Good to have you with us, mate. Welcome to Football Fan then UK. As Brighton now winning the ball back on the edge of the box, trying to break, but Marseille quickly challenged to win it back as they cross the ball out to that far side, and then it's knocked out of play for a throw-in. So Marseille take the throw-in quickly as they play it back to the halfway line. Now, Marseille just got Brighton boxed into their own half at the moment as they're knocking it about inside the Brighton half, close to the halfway line. Now played out wide to this near side as Brighton press for the ball, but Marseille just play it backwards to come forwards to keep possession. As again, Marseille now play it back out to this near side. Ball crossed in to the centre and then knocked back out to this near side as now Marseille take it towards the byline, looking for the opportunity to get the cross as they play it behind, but too much on that ball and it goes out of play, and that will be a goal kick for Brighton. Wigan Athletic fan channel, Milzard saying hi, Ben. Nice one, Milzard. Awesome, top, loving the positive vibes from you guys. Thank you. And Milzard saying hi, Ben saying hi, Milzard. I'll call you if that's okay. Awesome, guys. Yep. Milzard saying, yeah, that's okay. Top stuff, guys. Loving the positivity. Maika. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. Mika Bickett saying hello. How you doing, Mika? Welcome to Football Fan in UK, mate. Good to have you with us. Welcome to the show. Let us know what club you support, mate. But good to have you with us. So now Brighton back with the possession as the goalkeeper just working out where to pass it to, as he's being very slow here to play it out, as eventually he does knock it out to that far side. Brighton need to pick up the pace a little bit here, as when they are having some possession at the deep inside their own half, they're slow to build out from the back. So if you just joined us, guys, 17 minutes gone, still 0-0. Brighton currently in possession as they play it down the middle now, but it's a poor ball forward as Marseille win the possession. Now Marseille coming towards the edge of the box as they knock it out wide to that far side, and just creeping into the box, as looking for an opportunity to get the. I'm not sure if that was a cross or a shot, but it's gone behind for. I think it's going to be a corner. I think it took a deflection on the way through. Yeah, deflected off a Brighton player, and it's gone out for a corner on that far side, or should I say on this near side of the pitch. So Marcel now with the corner. Corner comes in, headed away by Brighton as Marcel pick up the pieces outside the box, playing it back towards the halfway line as now they work it out to this near side, coming towards the edge of the Brighton box, looking for the opportunity. And so now they play it in behind, ball crossed in, and it's into the back of the net. Marcel opened the scoring, ball crossed in, and it was an easy tap in straight through the Brighton defence and into the back of the net. So disappointingly, Marcel take the lead. So 18.5 minutes gone, guys. Marseille 1, Brighton 0. Plenty of time for Brighton to get themselves back in it. So thank you for that, Maika Bickett. I'm not sure if I'm reading that correctly. Wigan Athletic Milzard saying, hey, Maika, thank you, Milzard. Top stuff, mate. Loving the positivity from you guys. Thank you, mate. Marcel taking the lead. So work for Brighton to do in this one, guys. Mika saying, hi, Wigan. Thanks, that's for Milzard. So thank you for that, Mika. Milzard saying, who do you support? Mika saying, oh, good. Cheers, bro. Awesome. Good to hear. Thank you for that, mate. Oh, Marcel have broke through now as they play the ball into the box. And another shot comes in, and it's into the back of the net as Marcel now take a 2-0 lead. I think the goalkeeper did actually get a touch to that, actually. I'm not sure if it actually went straight through him. I need to see the replay, but it did look like the shot ricocheted off the goalkeeper and into the back of the net. But we had players stood in front of the camera angle, so we couldn't see it clearly. But Marcel, I've found a second. So not a good start to this game for Brighton. Meek saying both. So you are Marcel fan and a Brighton fan. Is that what you're saying? Interesting. Well, nothing wrong with that, mate. Nothing wrong with that. We like fans that support different clubs here at Fanden. So Brighton to get us back underway. About 1 minute 20 seconds between those two goals, guys. So not good for Brighton. As now they get us back underway. As Brighton just playing it back to the goalkeeper. Now ball played out wide to that far side as Marcel challenged for it, but Brighton managed to keep it as they play it back towards their defensive line. So thank you for that, Mika. Kayoma saying that's all right, mate. Okay, thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, sorry, I'm not able to read your full account name. I'm not understanding all of it, but Kayoma just saying that's okay. So thank you, mate. Top man, thank you for the understanding. Appreciated as Brighton have played the ball down this near side now. Marcel with a strong challenge. And I think that's going to be a free kick to Brighton. So Brighton with a free kick on this near side, just in front of the corner flag. It's not a corner. It is a free kick, but it's close to the position of the corner. So got an opportunity here for Brighton to get a good cross in the box. This would certainly be a good time to score a goal for Brighton. Just make Marcel realise that Brighton are dangerous. Now ball crossed in as it's bouncing about in the box. Marcel eventually have not managed to knock it away, but Brighton pick it up on the halfway line as they play it back to the goalkeeper. So now Brighton with a long ball forward as it's being challenged for by both teams in the Marcel half. Marcel eventually win it, paying it back to the goalkeeper. Now ball played out wide to that far side as Marcel come again. Racing forward into the Brighton half as they cut it back now into the centre. Ball played out wide to this near side where there's more space as they come towards the edge of the Brighton box. Ball attempted to be played in behind, but Brighton just managed to intercept that and knock it out of play for another corner on this near side to Marseille. Mika saying, team's good. saying, I am a Frankfurt fan, guys. Ah, okay, mate. Cool. Nothing wrong with that. Awesome. Want fans of all clubs to feel welcome at Fanden, although we are more so about UK football, but we're always welcome fans from Europe as well. So we've got a VAR check going on here, guys, for a potential penalty. Oh, it's at the other. This potentially could benefit Brighton. Actually, it's in from that free kick position. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a penalty. That is a clear handball. The question is, will the referee deem that ball to hand or hand to ball? So yeah, we can just see as the ball was passed through that mix of players. If you guys remember, I said it was bouncing about and couldn't make out what was going on as it went through all the players. But one of the Marseille players has actually got an arm slightly out, and the ball has ricocheted off his arm. So just going to wait to see what the referee decides here. Oh, and he's given a penalty. Yeah, he's given a penalty to Brighton. So opportunity for Brighton to get back into it here. Awesome. So thanks for that. Thanks for that, Maika. I'm not sure, as I say, let me know if I'm reading your name correctly, mate. Milzard saying my prediction, miles off. Yeah, well, yeah. I did say it, mate. I was surprised you said 0-0 when you said it, because the way the game had started, both teams having chances at both ends. So I did think it was going to finish 0-0, but no worries, Milzard. Get another one in quick, mate. Get another one in quick. Oh, is it? Hang on a minute. Oh my God. So more controversy. The referee just indicated there was a penalty and now he's not giving a penalty. Oh my God. Do you know this VAR is just the way they're using this VAR is just making it so confusing for us as fans. Um, they're bringing they're really, really. I don't understand how a referee can indicate a penalty and then change his mind. He just spent ages looking at the VAR. Came away, pointed at the penalty as if it was a penalty spot, and then obviously I'm expecting the penalty. When I look back at the screen, the game's restarted. No penalty. That's a shocker. Brighton now playing the ball forward on that far side as they try to work up the field. Now coming into the Marseille half of the field as Marseille quickly challenged for it on that far side, and it goes out for a throw-in midway inside the Marseille half of the field. Marseille to take the throw-in. Makita saying Frankfurt is playing today. Um, okay, mate. Thank you for that. Yeah, you guys. Just yeah, you guys. Kicking off at 8 o'clock later on. Alongside Aberdeen in Aberdeen's group as well, as Aberdeen also got to kick off at 8 o'clock as well. So Rangers are currently 1-0 down, guys, away from home against Limassol. So Rangers 1-0 down in that one. In the other game in this group, guys, Ajax beat Athens. It's still 0-0. As we know, West Ham have took the lead against Freiburg. Oh, now Brighton racing down this near side as Marcel come sliding in with a challenge and knock it out of play for a throw-in on this near side. Throw-in taken quickly as Brighton play it back to the halfway line. So we'll keep an eye on those other results around the ground as we go, guys. So thank you for that, Maika. Mad Mag, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Mad Mag. Saying evening all. Hope everyone's well. Thank you for that, mate. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Hope you're well as. Hope you're doing good as well. Brighton now with a shot off the edge of the box, but it's high over the bar. And I think that's Welbeck's first sniff on goal. So Marcel now with a goal kick. So thanks for that, Mad Mag, and welcome to the show, mate. As I say, I hope you're doing good as well yourself. Millsard saying, "Hey, Mad Mag, awesome, awesome, mate, top stuff, nice one, Millsard." Oh, Brighton now forced to defend as Marcel coming forward again and just lost the ball. Marcel working to the box, and it's good defending there by Brighton as Marcel end up running it out of play, and that will be a goal kick for Brighton. So now Brighton play it out wide to that far side. Ball played forward now. It's intercepted by Marcel as they now switch the attack, coming forward to working the ball out to this near side as they come towards the edge of the Brighton box. Ball cut back as now Marcel with a shot, but it's blocked off by Brighton, knocked away. As Brighton now trying to move up the field as it's played forward now. Brighton with space to run into. Ball worked out to this near side as Marcel get the challenge in, but Brighton managing to retain it. Oh, they've just give it back. Brighton just not able to get themselves going at the minute. I don't know whether they're a bit intimidated here. As Marcel playing at real speed when they get the possession, and Brighton. It's kind of like one team's in fourth gear and the other team's only in second gear. If that's a way to describe it for you guys to understand it a bit better. So Marcel coming forward as they play the ball up towards the edge of the Brighton box, but it's intercepted by Brighton as Brighton now try to build again from the back. So thank you for that, Milzard, top man. Maxime, how you doing, mate? Maxime saying, what did you think of the Newcastle game before and before and at the game? I was buzzing to see Newcastle get the win last night, mate. I didn't think they'd win so convincingly, if I'm honest, but I did think they'd win. I did think that Paris Saint-Germain would struggle at Newcastle because not that Paris Saint-Germain haven't got good players, but then I don't think they're used to playing in that kind of atmosphere where, well, they should be. They should be used to it. They played around Europe enough, but it was always going to be um, an intimidating atmosphere. Every team that visits Newcastle this season in Europe is going to find it a bit of an intimidating atmosphere. But yeah, it was a good game, mate. It was a good game, and I thought Newcastle did really well. I'm presuming you watched it, mate. Um, I thought they did really well. So Brighton currently with the possession at the moment. They're just knocking it about on the halfway line. As Marcel just happy to sit off at the moment. As Brighton play it out wide to this near side. But as soon as they do, Marcel press the ball, forcing Brighton to play it back to their defensive line. But thank you for that, Maxime. Welcome to the show, mate. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Milzard saying 3-2 Brighton. Yep. Well, that'd be awesome if it turns out like that, mate. Ball played over the top now by Brighton as the goalkeeper comes out of his box and heads it away out to this near side for throwing to Brighton. So Brighton now with a throw-in about 5 yards from the corner flag on this near side. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could. Would be massively appreciated. And thank you very much if you have already, guys. Much appreciate you guys hitting it. Oh, Marcel just tried to get up the field, but challenge came in the centre there from Brighton as it ricochets out to this near side, and it's gone out for a throw into Marcel midway inside their own half. Now ball comes in as it's launched forward up the field, but Brighton challenge for it. Marcel managing to come away with it though, as now they play it out wide to that far side, racing towards the Brighton box as they come towards the edge of the box now. Shot comes in. Oh, what a save by the goalkeeper. Shot coming from about 25 yards out, and the goalkeeper makes a fantastic save. Yeah, bang on target. That was like a bullet, guys, right towards goal, and the goalkeeper with some serious acrobatics there, getting to it and knocking it over the bar. So corner for Marcel on this near side as it's taken short. Looking for a cross as they play it in behind now, trying to get the cross in, but Brighton not giving it up as the referee blows the whistle. I think that's for offside, although if it was marginal. Yeah, it was offside position. He's come from an offside position to receive the ball there, the Marcel player. So Brighton to build again from the back. Oh, Brighton putting the goalkeeper in trouble there as they chip it back to the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper under pressure, but he's managed to keep the possession as he plays it out to this near side. He couldn't handle the ball there as it was a pass back. Now Brighton playing it forward on that far side. So, it's knocked out of play for throwing to Brighton, but want to see more fight from Brighton. They look a little bit shell-shocked at the moment. So we're just coming up to 36 minutes gone, guys. Marseille 2, Brighton 0. It's Brighton now trying to work up the field, but forced to play it backwards to come forwards as they now knock the ball forwards in the centre, but Marcel win it back. Now Marcel playing it out wide to this near side as they push into the Brighton half of the field. Brighton coming to press it as Marcel forced to play it back to the goalkeeper. So thank you for that, Milsard. Mad Mag saying happy to be just competing and going in the right direction. I thought maybe a draw with someone maybe stealing a win. I couldn't have imagined last night in my wildest dreams. Well, I did actually fancy you guys. I know it's easy to say it in hindsight, but I did actually fancy you guys, Mad Mag, to win at home. I thought you guys would be too strong for PSG at home. Although I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to win so convincingly. But yeah, absolutely, you guys in dreamland at the moment, up there, the Toon Army, and enjoy every moment of it, mate. Because as we know, you have to take the good with the bad in football. So enjoy it while you guys are having a really good run and making the rest of Europe know about the fantastic club that you are and the great support that you guys show to your team. So we've got a corner on the far side now for Brighton. So yeah, thanks for that, Mad Mag. Corner comes in. It's deep, headed towards goal, but it's well over the bar, and that goes out for a goal kick to Marcel. Mika saying, face blue, smiling, face blue, smiling. Okay, Mika, thank you for that, mate. Mika saying, I am hyped. I presume you're looking forward to the game later for your team, mate. So Marcel now playing the ball out wide to this near side as they try to push up the field, but they've just knocked it out of play, and that's going to be a throw-in on this near side for Brighton, midway inside the Marseille half of the field. So yeah, Mika. Well, I think you guys have got a good chance to get something out of that game tonight. If you guys can put in a good performance. Now Marcel playing the ball down this near side as they come forward now into the Brighton half. Brighton coming to challenge for the ball as Marcel forced to play it back to the centre backs. And now Marcel with the possession in the centre circle as they eventually forced to knock it back to the goalkeeper as Brighton come to press the ball from the front. Marcel playing the ball out wide to that far side as Brighton challenged for it, but Marcel managed to play the ball forward as they come into the Brighton half again. Now ball played into the centre, but it's cut out by Brighton. Now Brighton with space to run into as they come forward now down the middle. Can they make the most of this? Oh, he's just had it nicked off his toes. Oh, he's managed to knock it through to Welbeck, but Marcel quickly challenging for it as the ball knocked away up the field. And that was so close there. Welbeck almost in behind. As Brighton now with the possession at the back. Ball played out wide to this near side as they come again, pushing forward into the Marseille half of the field. As the whistles and boos go around the ground as Brighton enjoyed a spell of possession. Now Brighton playing it back into the centre. As they've just got Marseille boxed into their own half at the moment. Again, played out wide to this near side as they come towards the edge of the Marseille box. So Brighton now just knocking it about on this near side, and eventually they've knocked it out of play. Well, Brighton not showing their best form at the moment, guys. They're losing. They're losing the game, but they're losing the game because Marseille are being more physical than Brighton in the game, and obviously we know that Brighton can play real good tactical football, but they're not even showing their tactical strengths at the moment. So the fact that they're being out-muscled physically and they're not showing their tactical strength, what we've been seeing over the last 12, 18 months in the Premier League, they're not... they're struggling to get themselves into the game, so to speak. As now Brighton come forward again, down the middle. Marcel challenging for it as Brighton bring it towards the edge of the box. Ball crossed into the box as, headed towards goal, and the goalkeeper is forced into a save as he's had to knock it wide, and that's going to be a corner for Brighton on the far side. That's probably Brighton's best opportunity of the game. Ball was just hooked over the top and in behind, and Brighton only had to head it towards goal, which they did, but the goalkeeper made the save. Corner now comes in as it goes through all the bodies in the box. Now out to this near side is Brighton pick it up again. Ball crossed in as I think it's took a deflection and it's gone out of play, but we also got a Marseille player down in the box. So, yeah, there'll be a stoppage for that. So thank you for that, Maika, saying I'm hyped. Well, you should be, mate. You should be. Your team doing you proud being in Europe. Maika saying, yeah. YouTube hope you make on one day 1-0 subs. YouTube hope you make on one day 1 mil subs. Right, but I think that's hoping to make 1 mil sub. Well, we're a long way off that, mate. We're a long way off that at the moment, but yeah, hopefully we keep finding more top fans like you guys as we continue to build the project, and yeah, we might have that maybe one day, but yeah, we're a long way off that. But thank you for that, Mika. Top stuff, mate. Loving the positivity. Mika saying like and sub. Thank you, mate. Awesome. Thank you, Mika. Yeah, guys, please do hit that like button if you could. Would be appreciated. Marcel now with the possession as it's knocked out wide to this near side as they push into the Brighton half of the field. Now Brighton forced back towards their own box. They're playing a high line, though, as Marcel knock it out wide to that far side. Brighton win it back, though, as Brighton try to make the most of that. And the referee's given no foul there. That should be a foul. As Brighton lose the possession from a strong challenge by Marcel, but the referee not giving nothing. And I thought that was a clear foul, an obvious one. But no, the referee disagreeing as Marcel now play it out wide to that far side. Now coming towards the edge of the box as it's cut back, but Marcel still with a possession on that far side as Brighton shift players across. Now Marcel trying to work through the press as they play it towards the edge of the box. Now over the top, but the Brighton goalkeeper comes to gather that, and that relieves the pressure for Brighton. Just coming up to 45 minutes gone, guys, and it's Marcel 2, Brighton 0. So we're fast approaching adding on time. As Brighton now race forward down this near side as they come into the Marcel half. Forced to play backwards to come forward, though, as Marcel get bodies back and challenge for the ball. Brighton managing to retain it as they work it into the centre circle. So, now ball over the top as Brighton get a chance. And the goalkeeper comes out to close the gap. Now Marcel drilled from the back, but that was a great opportunity from Welbeck. He just couldn't knock it past the goalkeeper. Now Marcel on the attack down that far side as race towards the edge of the Brighton box. Coming into the box now, looking for the shot. Blocked off by Brighton. As it's eventually knocked out of play. I'm not sure who actually got the last touch to that. But what a ball that was, right over the top. Welbeck in behind, and he's just, he just couldn't quite get it past the goalkeeper as the goalkeeper came out to close the angle, stretched the leg out, and it ricocheted off the goalkeeper's leg. 2 minutes added on, guys. We're already a minute into the added on time. So thanks for that, Mika. Mad Mag saying, great to see so many international fans here tonight. Welcome to the community. We are all friendly and supportive, support many different clubs here. I love the place. Awesome. Thank you, Mad Mag. Awesome. What a top comment, mate. Awesome. Thank you, mate. Absolutely. Yep, that's what we're all about here, mate. Bringing good fans together of all different clubs. So, yep, well said, Mad Mag. Awesome comment there, mate, from you. Top stuff. And thank you very much for making new fans feel welcome and part of the Fanden community. Awesome stuff there from Mad Mag. So Brighton have just had another opportunity, but it's gone begging as Marcel now with a goal kick. But before they can take it, the referee has blown the half-time whistle. So awesome. Thank you for that, Mad Mag. Top stuff, mate. So, guys, let's have a quick look at how the first half has gone in numbers. Bear with me a second, guys. I'll bring it on the screen in a sec. Here we go. So let's quickly get rid of that and I'll bring it up for you guys to see. But I will also read it out for you guys in case you're listening in on a small device. Here we go, guys. So there we go, guys, on your screen. So this is how the first half has gone in numbers, guys. Shots, total shots, 10 for Marseille, 5 for Brighton. Shots on target, 4 for Marseille, 2 for Brighton. Possession 44% for Marseille, 56% for Brighton. So that's quite surprised. I thought Marseille had the majority of possession in that first half, but it's Brighton that actually had the majority. So that's a bit of a surprise stat. This is why we read the stats at half time, guys, because they give us a little bit of a different insight to things we might not actually notice in the heat of the game. Passes 189 for Marseille, 237 for Brighton. Pass accuracy 84% for Marseille, 80. I think that's 88. Yeah, 88% for Brighton. Fouls 4 against Marseille. 3 against Brighton. Yellow cards none. No red cards, thankfully. Offsides 1 against Marseille, and none against Brighton. And corners 4 for Marseille and 2 for Brighton. So there you go, guys. That's how the first half gone in numbers. I'll leave that on the screen for you guys to analyse during the halftime break. Let's quickly have a look at the other results, guys, and then I'll come to your comments. So just bear with me a second. So in Group A, guys, in the Europa League, it's currently Baka Topola 0, Olympiacos 1, FC Freiburg 0, West Ham United 1, Athens 0, Ajax 1 in Group B, and as we know, Marseille 2-0 up against Brighton as well in this group. In Group C, Aris Limassol 1-0 up against Rangers. That game still on 45 plus 4 minutes, so coming towards a half-time break. In the other game in the Group C is Real Betis 1, Sparta Prague 1. In Group D, Rakow Chikau, I can't even read that name. Rakow Chikowska. I'm probably not pronouncing that right, guys, so apologies. But they are 1-0 down to SK Sterngrass. Also, the other game in that group, Sporting Lisbon 0, Atlanta 2. And that's the total of the Europa League groups so far. Obviously, other groups to play and kick off at 8 o'clock, guys. In the Europa Conference League, Group A, KI Klakasvik 0, Lille 0, Olympic Lidjab, some of these names, currently 0-0 with Slovenia Bratislava. I hope at least it's entertaining you guys seeing me read out these crazy club names that I just can't get my mouth round. Group B, Bradabak. Who comes up with these names? Brida Belka 0, Zoria Lubansk 1, KA Ghent 1, Maccabi Tel Aviv 0. In Group C, Astana 1, Victor Pilsen 2. That's actually a full-time result as that kicked off earlier, guys. That was in Group C. So that's a full-time result. So Victor Pilsner winning that one. Bakana 1, Dynamo Zagreb 0. Group D, Besiktas 1, Lugana 0. And in the other game in the group, Boda Glimt 0, Club Bruges 1. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with all the games around Europe. In the Europa League and the Conference League. I hope you guys at least enjoyed me trying to get my mouth around some of those club names. Oh, so yeah. So let's get back to some comments from you guys. Wigan Athletic fan channel is Milzard saying, yep. Okay, thank you, Milzard. Mika saying, Mad Mag is buzzing. Thank you for that, Mika. Thank you, mate. Mika saying, England, we say, is German. England, we say in German, we say England. Um, I thought most German people just referred to England as British. I always thought, mate, to be fair. But thank you for that, Mika. Yeah, when I've watched, obviously, I'm a bit of a obsessed with history, me guys, in my spare time. I do love learning about history, but yeah, I've always heard Germans refer to England as Britain, really. So, thank you for that, Mika. Good insight, mate. Top man. Thank you for that. Mad Mag saying, cheers for the kind words, guys. Top man. Same to you, mate. Absolutely. Honest, guys, I will always appreciate you guys with the positive vibes. Like I say, I've got a lot of work to do with Fanden. I'm trying to build something new, a unique channel, different to with respect for every other YouTuber. I have maximum respect for every other YouTuber and what they're doing, but I don't want to follow the crowd, guys. I want to try and build a channel that's different, that brings all club fans together. It's not got this just this clicky club mentality. I want to try and do something different that's good and hopefully will grow and become a real positive for all fans in football in the future. But a lot of work to do yet. But thank you, Mad Mag. Really, really do appreciate your positive vibes, mate. So top man, thank you, mate. Maxime saying where you at the game, Mad Mag, and where you close to the fighting? I didn't hear about no fighting after the game. Mad Mag saying, I wondered what the cause is for Bright. I wonder what the cause is for Brighton's sudden drop in form. They've been on fire since before the end of the season. Yes, you're right, mate. I was kind of starting to wonder that myself. Maybe the honeymoon period is over. They've had that good spell. They did really well. As we know, guys, sometimes when teams have a good spell and now they're suddenly under pressure with the amount of games that they're playing, maybe that's impacting um, their momentum and their success, as you point out. It's really strange. You are right, Mad Mag. Well said, mate. It is very strange because they've been playing so well. You'd think that that would be breeding confidence within the team, within the squad, and really help the players find that next level, wouldn't you? But unfortunately, at the moment, um, they're not showing their best form. And in this game, one thing I've noticed, guys, is Marseille being more physical than Brighton, which is strange because I thought that was an asset for Brighton in previous seasons where they've used their stronger physical players to help them, counterbalance the indifference between stronger teams. But in this game, they're not showing any of it. And the good squad, the good tactical football we've seen from Brighton over the last 12 months or so, they're not really getting that going. Now, one thing I will say about them in this game, as the game's gone on, since those two goals were conceded, they do seem to have started to get themselves a bit more into the game, cause more of a threat going forward. But that only really started to show in the last 15 minutes of the game. So the question is, will they be able to keep that going into the second half? Let's hope so. Fingers crossed they hope so. But yep, good observation, Mad Mag. Well said, mate. I've got to agree with you. Not a criticism to Brighton because we want Brighton to win this. But obviously here at Fanden, guys, we believe in speaking about football honestly. And obviously, sometimes that even means that you will even hear me criticize my own team. You guys will hear it in the future at some point. I'm sure you will. Believe me, when I come to football, I love my club. But I've got no time for fans that like to live in Never Neverland. I like to be honest and say when my team's playing well, I will say they're playing well. But when they're playing bad, I will also say it. So yeah. So thanks for that, Mad Mag. Great comment, mate. Mad Mag also saying, I'm from a few miles down the road, Maxime. So find it hard to get tickets. I do manage to get to a few though. Thankfully, though, the through the ballot when I'm lucky. Yes, yeah, Newcastle tickets very much in demand for Newcastle. So yeah, they do have a ballot system up there. I have heard about that before. And obviously, since Mike Ashley's gone and left the club, that ballot has probably increased tenfold. Because obviously, I think some fans were rightly so protesting by not attending some of the games or minimally attending games. Obviously, before the new owners took charge. So, but yeah, that ballot thing that Mad Mag is going on about. They have the same thing at Manchester United, so I believe, and I think they also have the same kind of thing at Liverpool and also Chelsea, because obviously Chelsea's ground is considerably small for the amount of fans that they've got. So yeah, but yeah, as you say, Mad Mag, as long as you go to the occasional game, that's all that matters, mate. Like, we all have that problem. Believe me, I used to get to a lot of games when I was younger. Now I'm older, I find it a lot more difficult. So I totally understand where you're coming from, mate. Stevie's saying, laugh out loud, Gaz. Thank you, Stevie. Yeah, Stevie laughing at me trying to read out those names of those clubs. Thank you, Stevie. Mad Mag saying, thought you'd fell asleep, Stevie. You all right, mate? No, Stevie's always there, mate, in the background. Just sometimes Stevie also might be multitasking, doing other things as well. So yeah, but thank you for that, Mad Mag, and thank you also for the positivity you show towards Stevie. Always appreciated, mate. So thank you. Stevie saying, laugh out loud, Mad Mag. No, I'm here, always around, mate. Just busy doing background stuff. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. You? Thank you, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Yeah, top stuff. Stevie saying, awesome win for you last night. Absolutely, yeah. I'm buzzing for Newcastle fans. I was so happy. Do you know my classic? I told you guys last night on the show, but I don't know if you guys saw it. I've got to mention it again because it was class, guys. It was absolutely class. Obviously, as the game was going on, I don't know if you guys noticed when the game's going on, the camera pans towards the touchline occasionally, and you see, especially later in the later stages of the game, you see the managers stood on the touchline. You can kind of see their body language. And for me, the classic shot in last night's game, guys, was Luis Enrique. The camera was at the side of him. He was stood on the touchline with his jacket on and his nice Italian tan, because obviously he's Italian, and we've got nothing against him being Italian, but I'm just meaning that Italy is in a warmer climate in it because it's on the Mediterranean. So obviously a lot of Italian people get a nice tan because they're in good weather all the time. Up there in the north, in Newcastle, fans obviously up there, you guys know you're more used to rain than you are of sunny weather. So last night for me, the classic image was Luis Enrique stood on the touchline with his jacket on, staring at the ground, and all you could see behind him was the rain pounding down and the Newcastle fans bouncing like they was on holiday, with the rain just absolutely pounding it down. For me, it was a classic English shot, just of a successful manager, which Luis Enrique has been over the years. But obviously, he's also a manager that's used to playing in warmer climates as well. And he's standing there all nicely tanned in the rain in Newcastle with loads of Geordies behind him, bouncing up and down, celebrating the third goal. It was an absolute classic picture for me, guys. I was buzzing when I saw that. I was like, yeah, that is awesome. That is an awesome camera shot. So hats off to the cameraman that got that shot, because I was laughing my head off when I saw that. It was awesome. It was like, yep, welcome to Newcastle. So yeah, I hope you guys noticed that one, but I just thought I'd share it with you in case you guys didn't notice it. But thank you for that, Stevie. Mika saying, I am not there anymore. I am not there anymore. Bye. Okay, Mika, you shooting off? Okay, mate. Thank you for coming, getting involved. It was a pleasure having you involved in the Fanden chat, mate, and the community. Hope you have enjoyed the game later. Hope your team get you a good result, mate. Yep, they're not playing an English club or a Scottish club tonight. So we wish you the best for Frankfurt later on in your game, mate. So thank you for dropping in, Mika. A pleasure to have you involved, mate. Stay safe and well. Maxime saying, I meant before Gaz. I meant before. Is that meant to mean I meant before Gaz? What was your last? Were you at the game, Mad Max? And were you close to the fighting? Um. Oh right. Well, oh, right. Well, there was trouble before the game. I didn't hear about it, to be honest, but I did come in quite late last night because, as you guys know, I didn't do a normal match watch along. We did a post match show because I got in from work too late to do a match watch along. So if there was trouble before the game, I actually missed it, Maxine. But thank you very much, mate, for letting me know what you meant. As like I say, sometimes I don't get all the details. Problem at the minute through the week, guys, is I'm battling because I always finish work late. So it's a race to get home, to get freshened up. Because when I finish work, sometimes I'm absolutely filthy because my normal job is a dirty one sometimes. So I have to come racing home, get freshened up, get changed, and then jump straight on the channel normally. So yeah, thank you for that, Maxine, mate. Apologies if I misunderstood you. Mad Mag saying still on cloud nine, Stevie. Rightly so, mate. Enjoy, absolutely rightly so, Mad Mag. You should be, and enjoy every moment of it. You deserve it. Stevie's saying, yeah, I bet, Mad Mag. Well deserved. Have you go? Hope you go far. Yeah, why not? Why shouldn't Newcastle go far? We saw Leicester take part in it a few seasons back. They managed to, I think, did they manage to get to the last eight? I think it was. Um, so there's no reason why Newcastle can't at least reach the last eight, possibly even the semi-final stage. So yeah, and they've certainly started with with good intent, sitting top of the group on 4 points. And bear in mind, guys, this is the group that most fans, most clubs would like to avoid, with Dortmund, Paris Saint-Germain, and Milan in it. But I said when it started, guys, I did think that the group draw. A lot of fans were like, "Oh, that's a tough group for Newcastle," but I thought it was a perfect group because they're on cloud nine at the minute. They don't fear nobody. So for them, they probably just saw that group and thought, "Yep, bring it on." Because I know if that was my club, Bolton, I would be thinking the same. If it was obviously my club's first uh, involvement back in Europe for quite some time. So yeah, I'm sure the Newcastle fans were thinking that. Bring it on. So we're back underway here, guys. As we've already got a foul here, and Marcel looked to be about to make a change. As it's one of the Marcel players down on the ground as he's just getting back to his feet. Yeah, he's going to be going off. He's got an ice pack on the back of his leg. I think he's maybe pulled his hamstring there because they've strapped him up well with an ice pack on the back of his leg. So I think he might have done either muscle damage or, yeah, it looks like hamstring. You can tell by the way he's holding the back of his leg. Well, yes, we want Brighton to win, but we don't want to see any players for either team getting seriously injured. And it's a shame he's going to have to go on. It's Veritout, coming off, and it's Unai coming on. So we wish Veritai, the Marcel player, a speedy recovery there. Disappointing to see a player get a serious injury in any game. We want to see the best of the best, don't we, guys? So yeah, we wish him a speedy recovery as we're back underway now. Marcel playing the ball out wide to that far side. Now ball played up the field. As Brighton challenge for it. Now Marcel on the attack as they race forward now into the Brighton half of the field on that far side. Oh, fantastic challenge there from Brighton as they race forward now, winning it back. Now played up towards the centre circle as Brighton, the Marcel player, down on the ground that took the challenge, and the referee's going to stop play. I thought that was a good challenge. Yeah, yeah. He's got the ball, but the follow through has, yeah, he's just the follow through has hit the Marcel player on the. On, I'm not sure if it's on the ankle or on his boot, but it looks in quite a bit of discomfort at the moment. Doesn't look like he's going to be able to continue. He looks in a lot of distress there. So the medical staff coming on. He's rolling around the field like a crazy guy. I've not seen a player roll around the field like this for a while. That looks actual genuine. Um, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's crunched in on his ankle like so. That's not a broken bone. It looked in at full speed, guys. It looked like a good challenge. It looked like a really smart, spot on challenge. Let's hope he's going to be okay. Not sure if he's going to be able to continue at the moment, but we'll find out in a minute. Marcel players trying to press the referee to book the player as the Brighton player goes over to offer his apologies. Yeah, he's back to his feet now. I think maybe it was just the pain of the initial challenge because he did look in a lot of genuine discomfort there. So referee is going to about to get us underway. Can just see a little bit of blood on his sock as well. So that definitely evidence that he felt the full force of that challenge. Sorry, Kira. Kira 236 saying Newcastle to win Champions League. Bayern defense is soft. Okay, mate. Well, um, I'm sure there'll be maybe a couple of other teams might be involved in that potential challenge. I don't know. I thought Bayern would look quite strong at the moment, but I've not seen enough of them play. So I'll take your word for that, mate. Oh, Brighton have worked the ball down this near side as they play the ball into the box, and now it's a goal. Brighton have pulled one back. Well, that's what they needed to get themselves back into it. 54 minutes gone. Ball worked down that far side. Ball crossed into the box. And Brighton pull one back. Yeah, beautiful goal. Similar to the earlier Marcel goal, actually. Cut back into the box and then bang straight into the back of the net. So game on, guys. So thank you for that, Kira. Welcome to the show, mate. I would love to see Newcastle get all the way in the competition, but it's early days for that yet. But they're doing well. That's the main thing. Let's not add too much pressure on them. The main thing is they're doing well. But thank you, Kira. Top stuff, mate. I like your confidence. Milzard saying I'm back. Top stuff, Milzard. Welcome back, mate. Good to have you back with us. Mad Mag saying hopefully we will, Stevie. But just glad to be competing for now. Would never want to see to be one of them fans who just turn up and expect to win everything. What a comment that is. Absolutely well said, Mad Mag. That is refreshing, mate. That is refreshing. In other words, what you're saying is you want to be a true football fan and not just a glory hunter. So, yeah, well said, Mad Mag. That is an awesome comment. That is my biggest grief with a lot of fans of Manchester United, to be honest, that their club is in turmoil, as we know, and it's not fair to them fans. But let's be honest, there is an element of Manchester United fans that do have that attitude where they turn up and expect that they just because they're Manchester United, they're going to win. But yeah, well said, Mad Mag. That's refreshing, mate. That really is refreshing to hear a fan speaking like that. So top man, love the sound of that. Don't get me wrong, guys. We all go into games expecting our team to win, but it's when you expect that you just got a right to win. You've got to respect the opposition, and I think that's what Mad Mag is pointing out there. That you have to respect the opposition before you can win the game. So yeah, well said, mate. Now Marcel on the attack down that far side as another challenge comes in from Brighton, and a Marcel player goes to ground again. Now Brighton playing the ball forward out to this near side as they come towards the edge of the box. Marcel, again, another Marcel player down again here. I know Marcel players not staying on their feet. And don't get me wrong, guys, I get that some of these might be crunching challenge, but I mean, that second challenge there, there's nothing in it. He's thrown himself to the ground, and it's minimal contact. The player up the other end of the field, though, does look to be genuinely hurt. So, yeah, Brighton have just matching them more physically, maybe, in this second half. And Marcel now trying to play the foul tactics in some cases. He's got the medical team on the pitch again. Stevie's saying, yeah, I get that. Nothing wrong in dreaming and hoping, though, one game at a time. Absolutely well said, Stevie. Well said, mate. Stevie's saying, welcome back, Milzard. Nice one, Stevie. Awesome. What a guy. Milzard saying, thank you, Stevie. Top stuff, mate. Top stuff. Loving the positivity from you guys. So the Marseille players back on their feet now, and I think we're going to have a drop ball here again. So, yeah, the referee, I think he's going to give a drop. Just trying to work out what the referee's giving here. So, yeah, goalkeeper kicks the ball long as it's headed back in the direction it came by Brighton. Now Brighton with the possession on that far side. As Brighton play it back to their centre-backs. Now out wide to this near side as they push up the field now. Long crossfield ball up towards the edge of the box. Marcel knock it away. Away out to that far side as Brighton now pick up the possession. Brighton coming forward as it's knocked back towards the halfway line under pressure from Marseille. As Brighton now play it back out wide to that far side as they just probe the Marseille formation. And now Brighton switch the play out to this near side. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you could and consider subscribing if you're new. Would be appreciated. Now Brighton playing the ball into the box as it's challenged by Marcel but knocked away. But now Brighton pick it up as they take a shot from about 25 yards out, but it's always rising and goes over the bar. So goal kick to Marseille. Mad Mag saying exactly that, Stevie. Thank you, Mad Mag. Also saying someone didn't look happy for Newcastle, and they're a big part of the club. I'm not going to be to say anything else on it, but some of you might have picked up on it. I'm not sure who you're referring to there, to be honest, mate, if I'm honest. So, yeah, thank you for that, Mad Mag. Apologies, I'm not sure unless... I know I've seen a few clips of Alan Shearer last night. He was clapping a lot, but he didn't look as happy as I would have expected him to look. Oh, Brighton now play the ball in behind as they come forward on that far side. Marcel quickly shifting players across as they manage to get the challenge in, knocking the ball away. But Brighton managing to keep it as they play it back up the field from that far side. Now keeping Marseille pressed into the box, ball crossed in, knocked away by Marcel, but now Brighton play it back in as Brighton forced to knock it out for a throw-in on this near side to Marcel as the ball was just about to go out of play, and that would have been a goal kick. But Brighton just doing enough to keep it in and keep the ball at the Marseille end of the field. It looks like we're about to have a substitution here, guys, as well for Marseille. So, yeah, sorry, Mad Mag. I'm not 100% sure who you're meaning there, mate. So Marseille with a sub here as Korea coming off. Sa coming on. Also Aubameyang coming off. Vitina coming on. Tatenda, if I'm reading that correctly. How you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fandom UK. Good to have you with us. Welcome to the show. Tatenda saying hi. How you doing, mate? Good to have you with us. Welcome to the show. Let us know what club you support, but welcome to Football Fandom and the Fandom community, mate. Mad Mag saying hi. Tatenda, nice one. Top stuff. Mad Mag, thank you, mate. And Makita saying, I'm back, man. Okay, welcome back, Makita. Top stuff, mate. So we've got a throw-in on this near side for Brighton. Oh, no, sorry, for Marseille. Thought that had gone Brighton's way, but Brighton just giving it back to Marseille. So Marseille now playing the ball back to their defensive line. Stevie Allen saying, hi, welcome to Fandom. Nice one, Stevie. Now Marcel trying to play out from the back as they knock the ball forward, but Brighton not letting them get out of their own half at the moment as the ball deflects off a Brighton player and goes out of play on that far side for a throw-in to Marseille deep inside their own half. Tatenda saying Real Madrid going to win the Champions League. Well, we'll see, mate. We'll see. It's still all up for grabs. We'll have to see who progresses out the group stage. Oh, now Marseille coming racing forward down that far side as they cross the ball into the centre, challenged by both sets of players as eventually it's worked up the field and now Brighton win it back. Brighton winning it back on the halfway line as they play it out wide to that far side. Now coming forward towards the edge of the Marseille box. But Brighton forced to play it back towards the halfway line under pressure as they play it now into the centre. And ball played out wide to this near side. Loads of space on this near side as they now try to work it in behind and do. But Marseille just knocking it out of play. And that's going to be a corner to Brighton on this near side. So thank you for that, Tender. Tender. Well, yep, you're entitled to your opinion, mate. But Real Madrid still got a pretty strong squad, but they're not as they're not as strong as what they were a couple of seasons ago. I think they've lost a few key players, but they're still very strong. They're still in with a shout of winning it, but I wouldn't say it's a guarantee. Too many strong clubs still in it. Man City, Bayern Munich, obviously Real Madrid, but I'm also thinking of Inter Milan, AC Milan. These the Milan clubs will probably have something to say about it as they had a good run in it last year, so they might have bigger ambitions. So yeah, still early days to call who's going to win it. Corner on that far side now for Brighton, but thank you for that, Tatenda. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly, mate. Wigan Athletic Fan Channel is Milzard saying, great to see a lot of new members. Absolutely. Thank you for that, Milzard. Marseille now coming forward as they race up towards the edge of the Brighton box. Managing to get into the box. He got the shot up, but it's blocked off by the goalkeeper and deflects away. But Marseille picking up the pieces outside the box as they now work it out wide to that far side. Now coming in with another shot and the goalkeeper making another save as it deflects away out to this near side. But yeah, well said, Milzard. Thank you, mate. Stevie's saying, please remember to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new to Fandom. Thank you, Stevie. Yeah, guys, please do hit that thumbs up. And if you have already, thank you very much, guys. So, Billy Gilmore about to come on for Brighton as Dahola coming off. And now Marseille with the corner on this near side. Fati coming off and Joe Pedro coming on as well for Brighton. Corner comes in, headed away by Brighton as Marseille. Poor ball there from Marseille as they blasted it out of play. And that'll be a throw into Brighton on the far side of the pitch, about 6 or 7 yards from the corner flag. So yeah, thank you, Stevie. Nice one, mate. Mad Mag saying never over till it's never over till the fat man blows his whistle. Oh, Marseille now coming into the box. No, the referee has awarded a foul on that far side, so it's going to be a free kick. But thank you for that, Mad Mag. Yep. Any of you guys in the chat, please don't take offence to that. It's just a figure of speech. I don't think Mad Mag meant any offence with that comment. It's just a figure of speech. I'm sure you guys have all heard that before. So, yeah, thank you for that, Mad Mag. Dan Hodgson, how you doing, mate? Welcome to the show, Dan. Dan Hodgson saying, who scored? I'm not sure who actually got the goal, if I remember rightly, because there was so much going on at the time in the game. Let's have a look. Klaus Harrit were the goal scorers for Marseille, and Mitoma, the goal scorer for Brighton. So there you go, mate. That's who scored the goal. Welcome to the show, Dan. Hope you're well, mate. Welcome to Football Fandom UK. So let's quickly have a quick look, guys, what's going on in the other games as well. West Ham now 2-1 up against Freiburg. So great to see West Ham in the lead in that one. Rangers now 2-0 down against Limassol in a game away tonight in Group C. Disappointing that for Rangers. But we know that Rangers have made comebacks late in Europe before, so hopefully they may be able to make a late charge. Ball's gone out on this near side now for a throw-in to Marseille. Deep inside their own half of the field. Stevie saying, yes, go on Brighton. Thank you, Stevie. Yeah, absolutely. Equal getting that, pulling a goal back. Maxime saying, yes, there was a lot of fighting before the game at St. James's Park. Okay, thank you for that, Maxime. I didn't know about that. Oh, now Marseille playing the ball in behind as the goalkeeper intercepts it. And now Brighton can build again from the back. Just coming up to 70 minutes gone, guys. Marseille 2, Brighton 1. So yeah, thanks for that, Maxime. I'll have a look at that later. I didn't realise there'd been trouble before the game, but like I say, I did come in from work late last night, so that didn't help. But thank you for letting me know, Maxime. Always appreciate you guys keeping me informed with stuff I miss. So nice one, mate. Man Mag saying, ha ha ha. Well, that's who I was thinking, Stephen, but was trying to be polite. Nice one. Yep. Top man, Mad Mag. Thank you. What did Stevie say a name? All right. Don't see Stevie saying a name unless you're getting confused. Stevie's the moderator in the chat. My name is Gaz, if you guys don't already know. But thank you for that, Mad Mag. Mikita saying, good channel, bro. Thank you, mate. Awesome. Nice of you to say, mate. Appreciate the positivity. Thank you, mate. You guys contribute to making the channel what it is. As I keep saying, guys, yes, I might be the face of the channel, but you guys contribute to making Fandom what it is as well, with your fantastic positive vibes and great comments in the chat. So thank you for that, Makika. Mate, I'm really frustrated with whether I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Maika, thank you for that, mate. Very nice of you to say. So Marseille now with the possession, as they've just been awarded a free kick. They knock it back to the goalkeeper. Brighton coming to press it, but Marseille play it out wide to this near side as they now push up the field. Coming forward now as they come into the Brighton half, still on this near side. As Brighton coming across to challenge for it. But Marseille play it into the centre. Now worked across the field out to that far side as they now come towards the edge of the Brighton box. Played back into the centre as Brighton challenge for it and win it back momentarily. But then eventually do win it back and now try to play out from the back as they knock the ball forward up the field, out wide to that far side. Now Brighton getting in behind. Can they get the shot off? Got the shot off, and the goalkeeper making a fantastic save there. But really good effort there for Brighton. As the ball played out wide on that far side, and Marseille finding himself with only one defender back. Brighton got into the box, got the shot off, but the goalkeeper making a fantastic save. So Marseille now gets back underway as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field. Marseille picking up the possession. Now played on this near side as they tried to push up towards the Brighton box, but Brighton trying to challenge for it as it forces Marseille to play it back into the centre. Now knocked out wide to that far side as they come forward now, playing it towards the edge of the Brighton box, but Brighton again quickly challenged for it. Look, Brighton playing so much better in the second half. Now played down the middle as Marseille come to challenge for it. Now, Marseille won a free kick on this near side. So free kick for Marseille as they just play it all the way back to the goalkeeper. Stevie's saying, really sorry, Maxime, didn't mean to do that. Okay, Stevie, well, I've obviously missed something there, mate. Thank you. But nice one, Stevie. At least you great communication with the fans in the Fandom community. Top stuff, mate. Mad Mag saying, sorry, it meant to say Gaz. Okay, I thought that's what you might have meant, but I didn't want to be presuming. Thank you. Right, yeah. I only saw some clips of him, mate, but he didn't look the most happy, did he? He didn't look as happy as you would have thought him to be. He was clapping, obviously, but very stony faced from Alan Shearer last night, to be fair, considering he should have been punching the air and, like you say, full of grins and smiles. But don't worry, mate. Plenty of grins and smiles going round the Toon Army last night, wasn't there? It's now Brighton winning the ball back deep inside their own half. Played forward. As it goes all the way back to the Marseille goalkeeper. So, yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you, Mad Mag. Nice one, mate. Millsard saying, how is everyone? Awesome. Thank you, mate. I'm good, thanks. Great. Loving the positive vibes, mate. I'm good. And I hope all you guys in the Fandom community have had a good day today as well. So the referee here has blown for a foul. So it's going to be a free kick for Marseille midway inside their own half. As we just got a stoppage here as well for substitution, guys. Brighton bringing off Danny Welbeck, and it's Ferguson coming on to replace him. So 76 minutes gone, guys. Still 2-1 to Marseille. No, it's a Brighton free kick. Sorry, guys. My bad. Yeah, it was for a foul on the goalkeeper by a Marseille player. Sorry, guys. I got a bit confused there. So Brighton now build from the back as the goalkeeper kicks the ball long out wide to this near side. Marseille challenge for it along with the Brighton forward as it's knocked up the field. Knocked up the field. Sorry, guys. Bloody mic's making me nose itchy, and my nose is already big enough anyway. So now Brighton playing it out wide to that far side as they come into the box now, taking it to the byline, cut back, and they got the shot off, but he didn't get it on target. And I think it did actually take a deflection off the goalkeeper as it went out of play. Just see this again. Yeah, the goalkeeper did get a hand to that, I think, out of uncertainty, to be honest. So corner on the far side for Brighton. So thank you for that, Mills. All top stuff, mate. Corner comes in. It's deep, headed back in towards goal, but it's gone behind, and that'll be a goal kick for Marseille. Maker saying, dream about your dreams. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, I like that. That's a good one. Certainly well said, mate. Maker saying good. Mike. Let me know if I'm saying your name correctly, mate, because I'm not sure. I thought you said you'd gone, didn't you say? Didn't you leave your last comment saying, oh, right, yeah, you did say I'm back, didn't you? So my bad, mate. Good to have you back, Maika. Please do let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly, mate. So Marseille now with a sub as Renane Lodi coming on. Apologies, I missed the player going off there, guys. So we've got a goal kick here now as goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field. Both sets of players challenging for it in the centre circle as Brighton managed to come away with it. Now knocking it out wide to that far side as they race forward into the Marseille half. Marseille challenging for it, and now the referee blows for a foul on that far side. So Brighton with a free kick in a, I'd say probably about 35 yards from goal, right out on that far side. But yeah, like I say, about 35 yards from goal, I would say, guys. Millsard saying, nice to hear. Thank you, mate. Ball comes in as it's kicked long now. Bright managed to try and knock it back into the box, but it's got deflected behind. Not sure. Yeah, it's the Brighton player that's took it right in the brunt of his, right into his stomach and into his midriff. And it's gone out for a goal kick. So Marseille to get us back underway. They play it up the field now, down the centre. Now worked out wide to this near side as Brighton tried to press to win the ball back, but Marseille managing to work through the press as they come forward now. But Brighton do win it on the halfway line as now they try to come forward down this near side, but Marseille have ended up running it out of play. And now they're protesting that they didn't. And you could clearly see there that from the camera view that they got the last touch to it. So nice one, Millsard. Top stuff, mate. Thank you. Maika saying Frankfurt 9. Frankfurt 9? It's not following you there. Oh, is that, are you predicting how many points you'll come out with? 9 points? Is that meaning? I'm not sure. You've thrown me off a bit there, Mika. Apologies, I'm not following you there, mate. So now we've got a goal kick again for Marseille as the ball has gone out of play. But thank you, Mika. Wigan Athletic fan channels saying, I think Newcastle will win Champions League. Unpopular opinion. Interesting. Well, it's interesting to see you guys, quite a few of you guys fancying Newcastle to win it. We'll have to, only time will tell, guys. But yeah, I like your optimism and your it would be refreshing, wouldn't it, to see a complete. Well, let's be honest, an underdog, because as far as winning the Champions League is concerned, they would be underdogs, wouldn't they? So yeah, it would be refreshing to see an underdog team win it. But long way to go yet. But thank you for that, Melzard. Great shout, mate. Thank you. Loving the fact that you guys sharing your thoughts on the Champions League victory. Who's going to win it? Dan Hodgson, how you doing, mate? Dan, welcome to Football Fan Den UK. Dan saying cheers. Surprised. Surprised. No one was in for Mitama of Brighton in the summer. He was class last season. But yeah, I think there was a few players that didn't move, but that's. I think what we're seeing in the transfer window at the minute, mate, is that the transfer fees are having a massive impact on clubs doing business. You can't see Man United, Arsenal, Manchester City anymore going out and just picking off other clubs' best players. Now Brighton obviously have a good budget. They're able to fend off interest from other clubs for their better players. Because the likes of the bigger clubs know that if they do want your better players, they're going to have to pay a hefty transfer fee. So yeah, I think that's had a big impact on it, mate, which is good for other clubs in the Premier League. It means that the big rich clubs no longer can come in and just nick your best players for peanuts. So yeah, thank you for that, Dan Hodgson, and welcome to the show, mate. Now Marcel have had to knock it out of play on that far side, as it's the linesman put the flag up for offside. And he's going to get a yellow card for kicking it away. Yeah, he could clearly see he's well offside. Now ball played forward down that far side as Brighton tried to keep it in, but Marseille knocking it out of play, and it's gone out for throw in deep inside the Marseille half. Brighton take it quickly as they work the ball up towards the halfway line. Stevie saying completely agree, Dan. Thank you, Stevie. Now ball knocked away as it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper for Brighton. Now Brighton with a long ball up the field, trying to get in behind, but Marcel read it well and head it back to the goalkeeper. Millsard saying, yeah, I agree. Awesome. Yeah, well, I'm as I say, I'm surprised there were not more interest. I'll agree with that, but I wasn't surprised that Brighton didn't sell him or a number of other players as well, because obviously, like I say, the prices of transferring top, talented players now has just gone crazy, hasn't it, guys? So it means that the big, powerful clubs, shall we say, no longer have that strength. Oh, Brighton now coming down that far side as they cross the ball into the box. Oh, and it's headed down and it's just deflected away, but that was a good effort. Brighton now come again. Ball in possession as they knock it forward now on that far side again, coming into the Marseille half. Marseille challenged for it, but Brighton managing to keep it as they work their way along the edge of the box. Now knocked out to this near side as they cross the ball in. Marseille heading it away, but now Brighton picking it up, and a foul comes in, and a penalty. It's going to be a penalty for Brighton as Marseille received a yellow card for the challenge. And this could be a really good opportunity for Brighton to get themselves a point out of the game. But yeah, we're going to have the VAR check for the penalty, but it's difficult to tell from that camera angle, but it certainly looks like a foul. So thank you for that, Milzard. I'll keep you guys informed, guys. We're just waiting while the VAR checks for that goal. And obviously the referee is currently having a word with players as well. Dan is saying, I'm not surprised. Trouble before Toon game last night can cause buses was on strike, so everyone was in the town at midday. Make sure they could get there. Right, okay. Thank you, Dan. What a guy. Thank you, mate. Thank you for the insight. I didn't realise the buses were on strike up there in Newcastle. So yeah, that would certainly contribute to the troubles up in Newcastle. Thank you for that, Dan. I didn't know that, mate. So nice one, mate. So we're going to have a penalty here for Brighton, guys. Can he put this into the back of the net? And it's into the back of the net. Get in. Go on, Brighton. Fantastic. Nice, low and hard into that far corner of the net. And the goalkeeper diving the wrong way. Joe Pedro, the goal scorer. The Brighton fans tormenting the Marseille fans in the away end. Fantastic. Brighton get themselves back into it. So thank you for that, Dan. Mad Mag saying Brighton are tough negotiators, apparently. Right, yeah. Well, they've got the right to be, haven't they, mate? To be fair, they've built a decent team. You don't want to get it picked off by every other rich, wealthy club, do you, mate? So you can understand that, can't we, mate? So yeah. I think the toughest negotiator in the Premier League, or the one club that's got the toughest reputation for being a tough negotiator is his name's gone out of my head now. What's his name now? Forgot his name now. Daniel Levy, that's it. Daniel Levy, Tottenham chairman. Apparently, he's really difficult to deal with when it comes to negotiating for players. So it's been reported. Just to let you guys know, we are just having a stoppage at the moment, and Dunk receiving treatment. So yeah, thank you for that, Mad Mag. But yeah, they got the right to do, haven't they, mate? Mad Mag also saying not too much trouble, though, thankfully. Just the usual clash of fans at games. Well, thank you for that, mate. So we've got 5 minutes added on at the end of the 90. And it's currently Marseille 2, Brighton Hove Albion 2. It's now Marseille play the ball out wide to that far side, but they've knocked it straight out of play, and that's gone out for a throw into Brighton. But thank you for that, Mad Mag. Crusaders FC, how you doing, mate? Crusaders saying hi, Gaz. Watching the game myself. Feisty affair. Well, welcome to the show, Crusaders. Yeah, it's been an interesting game, hasn't it, mate? So thank you for that, mate. Welcome to the show. Don't forget, guys, please do hit that thumbs up if you haven't. Would be massively appreciated. But yeah, no worries, Crusaders. Totally understand if you're watching the game, mate. But thank you very much for dropping in anyway. As now Brighton with the possession at the back. Ball knocked out wide to this near side. As now Brighton push up the field. Now Brighton knocking it into the centre as they come into the Marseille half. And now Brighton winning a free kick on the edge of the box. As Marseille starting to show some serious frustration here with some of their challenges. Lunging in. Bit of panic, if you ask me. So Crusaders saying goal. Thank you, mate. Yep. Brighton finding that equaliser with a penalty. Joe Brindley, how you doing, mate? Welcome to Football Fan Den. Joe Brindley saying not so easy playing more than one match a week. Is it Brighton? Yep, that's a good point. Thank you for that, Joe. They managed to get themselves back into it, but you're right. You're absolutely right, mate. That's well said. Welcome to the show and welcome to Football Fan Den. But yep, that's a spot on comment, in fairness. Great comment, in fairness. That it's not so easy when you're playing 2 games a week. So thank you for that, Joe. So free kick here for Brighton. Slightly out to this near side, just on the edge of the D of the box. Wall made as now Brighton tried to play it through the wall, but wall does its job. Now Brighton pick up the pieces outside the box as they cross it into the box, and the goalkeeper jumps the highest and manages to put the ball out the air, and that relieves the pressure for Marseille. We're 3 minutes into the 7 minutes added on, guys. It initially came up with 5, but now it's changing it to 7. It's amazing, isn't it? As they're using technology to supposedly improve the game, there's less accuracy with it. Now ball played out wide on that far side as Marseille come forward. Strong challenge from Brighton, but Marseille managing to retrain it as they take it to the byline. Now ball crossed in, but it goes behind and out of play. And I think that's going to be a corner on the far side for Marseille, as it was a Brighton player that just challenged for it and deflected the ball behind. So thank you for that, Joe. Dan is saying Brighton can win this. Come on. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Yeah, well said. So they can get another opportunity. It's Marseille now with the ball into the box, but the goalkeeper manages to get down low and make and gather that. So now Brighton can build again from the back. 3 minutes remaining, guys, of the 7 minutes added on. Now Brighton playing the ball forward. Ball over the top as they knock it up the field. Marcel picking it up, but Brighton challenge for it, and it's deflected out of play on this near side as the referee has awarded a foul, and he's also booking Ferguson for dissent as he shows his frustration there towards the referee. So Marseille knocking it all the way back to the goalkeeper as they play it forward now down that far side. Now ball played forward again as they work through the press from Brighton. But Marseille managing to retain the possession as they play it back up the field and now chip the ball forward. But Brighton cut it out this time as they knock it back to the goalkeeper by accident. The goalkeeper plucks it out the air. So now Brighton coming forward again as they play the ball out wide to that far side, pushing up towards the halfway line. Now ball chipped forward, looking to try and get in behind, but it's knocked back in the direction it came from as Brighton pick up the pieces. Now playing it back to the goalkeeper, as it now might appear that Brighton just happy to play out and win for the point, but now they chip the ball long up the field from back to front as it's Marcel that just lets it go out of play, and that will be a goal kick to Marseille. So thank you for that, Dan. Wigan Athletic Fan Channel, Millsard saying, come on, Brighton. Absolutely, mate. Well, they've managed to get themselves back into it. That's the main thing. Be a good point away from home, this, to be fair, if it stays like this. Now the goalkeeper kicks the ball long up the field. Both sets of players challenge for it. Brighton head it back up the field. Now Brighton picking up the pieces on that far side as they come forward now into the Marseille half of the field, pushing forward up towards the edge of the Marseille box. Marseille coming to challenge for it, but Brighton managing to keep it. No urgency to get the ball in the box here as Brighton play it all the way back to the halfway line. Marseille challenging for it on that far side, and it goes out of play for a throw-in to Marseille. And there goes the full-time whistle, guys. Well, what a game. It was a good game. Fantastic to see Brighton get their first point in Europe. And obviously, they've given a large portion of humble pie to Marseille as well along the way. So let's quickly go and have a look at what the match stats are saying. Guys, you guys got any final comments? Please do drop them in. Love to hear from you. Your final thoughts. Let's quickly share the match stats, and then you guys can have a look at them. So bear with me a second. Here we go. So here we go, guys. This is how the first, the numbers look at full time. That point sees Brighton still bottom of the table, but Athens sitting top on 4 points, Marseille second on 2 points, Ajax third on 2 points, and Brighton fourth on 1 point. So proving a very tight group so far. So plenty for Brighton to do to get something out of this game, out of this, as the games will keep coming thick and fast, won't they? But they're off to a fantastic start with a fantastic point away in Marseille. So, guys, let's have a look how the game has gone in numbers. Full-time match stats are as follows. Total shots, 14 for Marseille. 14 for Brighton. Shots on target, 4 for Marseille, 5 for Brighton. Possession, 46% for Marseille, 54% for Brighton. Passes, 369 for Marseille, 430 for Brighton. Pass accuracy, 81% for Marseille, 85% for Brighton. Fouls, 10 each. Both teams receiving 10 fouls each against them. Yellow cards, 3 against Marseille. Marseille, 4 against Brighton. Red cards, none. Yellow offsides, 3 against Marseille, none against Brighton. Corners, 8 for Marseille and 5 for Brighton. So there you go, guys. There you go. I'm going in my head off here. So let's have a quick look at the other results, guys. In Group A, it's finished Bake Topola 2, Olympiacos 2, Freiburg 1, West Ham 2. So West Ham getting 3 points, gets them off the mark, and I'm sure that'll be a important 3 points in the group away from home. Group B, Athens 1, Ajax 1, Marseille 2, Brighton 2. In Group C, Aris Limassol 2, Rangers 1, and Real Betis 2, Sparta Prague 1. In Group D, Rakow Chisauska, I can't even read that name, but nil. SK Sterngras 1, Sporting Lisbon 1, Atlanta 2. So into the Europa League Conference League, guys. Group A, KI Klasovic 0, Lille 0, Olympiac Ljubljana 0, Slovenia Bratislava 1. Group B, Braldebilk 0, Zorian Lubansk 1, KA Ghent 2, Maccabi Tel Aviv 0. In Group C, Astana 1, Victor Pilsen 2, and Balkana 2, Dimitar Dinamo Zagreb 0. In Group D, Besiktas 2, Ludogana 3, and game that's still playing is Balde Glimt 0, Club Brugge 1. So there you go, guys. That brings you bang up to date with all the games. Obviously, more games kicking off at 8 o'clock, but that gives you brings you guys up to date with all the earlier kickoffs. So let's quickly go back to the chat. Dan is saying, yeah, good comeback for Brighton. Well done. Absolutely well said, yep. Well said, mate. Spot on. Fantastic to see Brighton pull themselves back. I was concerned for them. I've got to be honest, guys. I was concerned for them in that first half, as they did really seem to be struggling. Marseille came at Brighton in that first half with a lot of physicality, and it seemed to be that Brighton weren't able to get themselves going. They weren't being physical enough. Their tactical football that we know that they can play wasn't coming off. But whatever the manager said at half time, it certainly worked, because in the second half, Brighton came out a lot more improved, a lot more hungry, and a lot more focused. So, yeah, fantastic to see Brighton getting a point. Well said, Dan. So, yeah, that's about it, guys. Not much more to say, really, as the game kind of went really. It was a 50-50 game. Marseille having the better of the first half. Brighton having the better of the second half, and I thought in the end they're getting themselves a point out of it was well deserved, because they were getting themselves more and more into the game as the game progressed. So they deserve to get something out of it, and hopefully that gives them something to build on going into the rest of the group games. So thank you guys for all your positive comments this afternoon, or should I say this early evening. It's been a pleasure having you involved, guys, in the chat. I always appreciate you guys, part of the Fanden community, and your fantastic comments and positivity in the chat is always appreciated and doesn't go unnoticed. So yeah, that's it for me for now, guys, on this one. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the night's football. Take care of yourself, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.